Hello, today we are reviewing a pair of headphones. Now, if you're familiar with my channel, you'll recognize these headphones because they've been on my head for just about every Signal video. Now, they are the Audio Technica ATH-M50x's. I have had these for absolutely donkey's years. I think they were one of the first things I actually ever purchased other than my laptop. But these are without a doubt probably one of the first things you should purchase. A good pair of headphones, especially in the music industry, will go a long way. Thinking back to some of the original mixes I did, I remember one I took to my composition teacher. We sat down in the studio, put it on to play, and as soon as it started playing, I instantly knew what he was going to say. The mix was completely off, the bass was all over the place, it was completely wrong, and that was because, believe it or not, I was mixing and creating music using my MacBook speakers. Never do that. You need a pair of headphones just to get those levels right, and really you need a neutral pair of headphones. Just about, if not every single track I have ever created has been with using these. Of course, I've got my speakers, you can see them in the background and you've probably seen them in my videos. But with speakers, you need a treated room, and speakers don't come cheap, neither does acoustic treatment, and sometimes you really don't have the space for speakers. So I would highly recommend having a pair of headphones, which leads me into this review about these floppy things right here. Now, I absolutely love these. Number one, yes, there's a neutral sound, but number two, because of this thing right here. Now, that is where you plug in the wire to plug it into your computer, phone, if you've still got an audio jack, or wherever you're going to stick it. I like that because the one thing that tends to go on headphones like this, because you're going to get a wired headphone, don't you dare use Bluetooth headphones for mixing music. The latency is ridiculous. But the one thing to go on headphones is the cable, the end. Just looking at my ones actually, like these ones are still the original ones. I've had these, as I said, donkey's years, and as you can probably see from there, it's a little bent. And do bear in mind, I've had these for donkey's years. I think the other one is even more bent. And when that goes, if you can't actually remove the wire from the headset's just going to have to go in the bin, and you have to get a whole new pair of headphones. And so the fact that you can actually remove the wire from this pair of headphones is quite a big deal. And not only just because of if the end goes, but the fact that I have a short one right here. This is the little one I travel with. I also have a long one, a coily one like that I can plug in for when I'm working in the studio, and I can just about walk around this room with this still plugged in. And what's really nice, although sadly I did lose the original one, you get one of these. The original one does actually screw onto the end of the long one. The short one, it doesn't, but you can see there at the end, there's a little thread so that you can actually screw a 3.5 adapter to a 1/4 inch so you can plug it into your audio interface or your amplifier or whatever. Really, really handy to have. As I said, I have it plugged into my audio face all the time, so that's really important. But as I said, I lost the original one. But the fact it screws on as well, so when you tug it, it doesn't just come out. It's secure. A really nice feature as well. And the last thing that comes with this whole setup was this case. It's actually specifically why I bought the grey one, because for some reason the grey came with the case and the other ones didn't at the time. I think I got it on eBay for 70, 80 quid. That's going back probably 5 years now, but I'm sure you can get other cases for it. But it's just a really nice package, the fact you get 2 wires, one extremely long one short one. You can plug, unplug. If the wires go, you can replace them. You get a case, you get an adapter to plug it into audio interfaces or amplifiers. What more could you ask? It's a really nice rounded package. But build quality, probably should talk about that a little bit. Plastic, if I'm honest, really comfy. You'll probably realize, and I did make a post not so long ago, I have replaced the earmuffs because my ones were worn out. So they were the original ones. I've been wearing them for probably 4 or 5 years, if not longer, maybe 6 years now. And they wear out, so you need to replace them. So they are easily replaceable. So I bought these lovely ones here to kind of vamp them up a little bit. And you can get a little padding for this as well. Don't know if you can replace this one. It is looking quite worn, but you can get protectors that go over it. But as I said, overall, plastic build, very, very, very flexible. I know if you're buying these for the first time, you can get lost with how twisted and curved, and they can go all over the place. I know when I hand it over to someone to listen to a track, they're like, how do I put this thing on? But they are really flexible, and if you want to wear them funky, you can just wear them like that and have one ear off to the side. It's actually kind of comfortable wearing them like this. Really nice for when you're recording, because you really do want one ear open. So they are quite comfortable overall, even with the original padding. I could wear these for hours and hours on end. I think I've worn them up to 6-7 hours at a time. So nothing wrong with that. And they do have left and right right there. I don't know if you can see that on the camera. I think is that left, and then the other side right. So they do distinguish which side is which very easily, and very flexible there. As I said, plastic build, but in all honesty, I have no problem with that. Metal would be heavy. They're quite lightweight. You don't want something heavy on your head when you're mixing and mastering. But of course, the most important thing about these headphones is the audio quality. I've been mixing, mastering and writing my own music for about 5-6 years now using these, and I've had no problem. Quite a neutral mix overall. You can hear the bass, you can hear the treble. If anything, it can be a little bit on the bass side, but overall I would say quite a neutral sound as headphones go, especially compared to some more of the commercial ones you'd wear every day to listen to music. I would always recommend using multiple reference points, not just headphones. As they always say, stick it on your car stereo as well. That really will show you how good your mix is. I have been through a lot of headphones in my time, and I find these are a pleasure to use, a pleasure to listen to, just your Joe Blog music, but also to mix, master and work with. I guess the last thing to mention as well, and I probably should have put this at the beginning, is the fact they are closed as well. And leakage, especially on the original ones, I didn't really notice any. Of course, if you crank it up, there's gonna be leakage, but they were quite solid. I'd use them in recording sessions all the time. I guess, yeah, if you're gonna have it like one ear open like that, you're gonna pick up a little bit coming out of that. So you probably wanna close it and stick it on your head like that. I wear it like this a lot in my videos. Comfortable to wear. I guess I am wearing a hat, which kind of helps with comfort for me as well. I guess in final comments, these won't lead you wrong. They're not a bad price. You can pick them up for around the £100 mark. And really what set them apart from everything else and what stopped me buying a pair of these was really the fact that I can replace the wire. Although saying that, I've not had any problems with the wires I have. I still have the original ones, but as you saw earlier, they are getting a little bit bent, and I'm sure in a couple of years' time I'm gonna have to replace them. While these are gonna keep on going until they die, and I'll probably replace them with another pair of these as well. But thank you so much for watching. I hope this review has been helpful. Links in the description as always for this product. I'll leave one for the Audio Technica page and probably an Amazon UK link. But thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.